So I have a few things, obviously, that you know is coming in this patch. We have a new mountable, we have a new dungeon, and we have a new armor. I want to terrorize the seas in my boat one day. Indeed, indeed. One day that will be something Immortal Line.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Wolfszeit channel! Today with a very special topic, I mean, this time indeed very special. We have details about the mastery system, which is awesome. Also a new mount, a new dungeon, just awesome. So let's first look at what Henrik showed us, and then I will go through the random questions and answers list.
So yeah, we are approaching the next big patch. Important system is getting into the game that adds more depth and long-term content to the game. We are approaching a PTR scheduled for next week if everything goes as planned. What is your first impression, guys? I really hope you like it, because it is cool. It is cool. Lord of the Rings vibes. True, actually, we were a little bit inspired from that movie, for a very specific one, and I guess you can guess which one, right? Some inspiration from that. Can the ponytail look a little higher? So there's a motion in that one as well that we're playing around with. That's why we have, you know, some restriction on how it needs to behave. What's the stats though? So like I said, it's comparable with the Correct Splintered, but this one is a little bit heavier, allows a little bit more oomph as a benchmark type from the Correct Splintered. So you can use everything up to scales, types of armor, material in this one. So not steel types, the harder material, but scales and capas. This little baby, this indeed Vicent, it's really cool. I like it. It's me on the top there. I'm very happy riding the Vicent out at the step. We wanted to make sure that it's usable, right? So it is not far off similar stats as a horse, so you can travel the world with it with some minor differences. So, you know, we're getting more and more rideable. So if you need mounts to move around in the world, it's all, you know, getting more and more easily obtainable, right? You don't just have to go for horses. There are many good options, and some of them look really cool, I think. Yes, we have bags on this one as well, but not on this specific picture. No armor, but bags. Those are being worked on as well separately, so it takes a while. So here we have one little picture of one of those locations. I quite a few more screenshots as I will show you here. So you can see this is outside. A lot of you guys have been asking for, please give us some outside experience as well, not only in dungeons. So obviously this is rooted with the lore in the game. Open world dungeon, yes, and obviously rooted in the lore in the jungle, hence the visuals. But there's also a little twist to this place. A little twist, which I hope you will enjoy. You know, a little twist. For now, last dungeon work, we've been killing it when it comes to dungeon work. It's been like we're going insane. I've been working so hard on dungeons, and this is the last one for now, when you have reached Clade 20. So we have the master system. Let me show you that. So what happens here is that you access this tree or window. Here is the center of the start of the master system. There's a few things that are getting a little update when it comes to design. The XBAR meter, we're gonna put it on here, and there's gonna be a little collection window of what you have learned so far, right? So here's a window. There's a lot going on here in this window that you will explore. Let me zoom out. Bam! We got the Nave Galaxy in the hand of your character. So here's the center, right? And now you have, depending on your clade, right now I'm a Thursar. There are some differences between the different clades, especially down here in this section here. So if we take a little close look here, obviously you start from center, right? And I can reveal already now that we have 110 mastery gift levels that you can distribute in this tree, and there are 1,000 levels. And obviously reaching those higher numbers is, you know, a big time commitment. So we're carefully been focusing also what affects combat, PvP and such. We don't want PvP strength to be years of grinding to be competitive level, right? You know all about that. We've talked about this a lot of time. No, there's not 1,000 options. There are 440 options currently, and you can only distribute 110. So obviously you have to choose carefully, right, within those. But you can continue to level up to 1,000. So after 110, you get more like glory, title, achievements, fluff, you know, and that goes very far. Initially, you begin to level quite quickly, and then obviously it slows down. That's what you would expect. So you don't get to spend points in gifts after 110. That is more fluff achievement to show that you're a real veteran eventually when you have that legendary title, for instance. You see what I mean? But let's take a little closer look here, for instance. So this is the Thurstar clade window we are in here. So if I pick this one, as you can see here, quite self-explanatory. Thurstar Warcry duration, 10% longer duration, and I can pick this one. Bam! And I open up the path here, right? Here I can modify the Warcry cooldown. Here I can modify the actual effects. And here I can modify the duration of it, right? And then it goes deeper from there. Here I have lifesteal duration. Bam! I can tap into lifesteal duration, tap into lifesteal health gained, the effect again, the strength of it, and I have lifesteal cooldown on this one. So this means as a thirst I can tap into your existing ones and just improve them or tweak them however you want, right? And we're very careful here in making sure that it's small steps, but you know, in the long run it makes a difference. But we want to be careful. We prefer to be on the underpowered range rather than overpowered, right? So that's what we take in consideration here. Then I have some other things here. This is how you can modify stats on your build. And since this is a Thursa, they have a modified, more empowered end node here. So for instance, if I go here, I increase one strength. I go here, another strength. And the last one gives me raw strength. So this taps into the Thursar's full potential, being the strongest melee puncher in the game. This is another tree. We have the Green Nebula collection, which focus on, in this case, you're getting dexterity. And then you have different types of effects here. Bow sway reduction, stamina increasement, fall damage reduction, weak spot chance, move speed boosts. You know, we have another one here that is the Constitution type, which is Thirst Recognition. This we have magic damage resistance, physical resistance, AI damage resistance, maximum health, some specific, you know, depending on if you want to be tougher against specific things, right? And then we have another tree here, the blue, that is more magic focused, that, you know, allow you to tap into some specific bonuses and strength when it comes to being mages, mage style. And then we have the strength tree, carry weight limitations, melee damage bonuses, damage to AI. We have specific, you know, pets specifications. You can do more damage against pets, being more tough against pets so they don't damage you as easy. So there's a lot of versatility here you can tap into. You know, if you hate pets, now you can do something about it, you know. And of course, we have a little tree here in the middle that gives you action points pools and profession points pools in different steps here. So for all of you guys that have said, holy shit, please give me 5 more skill points, I can't be this perfect build, now you can take that transition. Can you reroll with this tree? Yes. So you see here in my inventory we have 2 new items right here in this case. Elixir and a Shard of Oblivion. So I use these to unlock specific branches, and another one is to forget about them. So if I forget about this one, you see I removed one of these Shard of Oblivion. Now if I retrain it, I use one of the Elixir. So these initial big stars that taps into a category costs an Elixir, and to forget about it, I use a Shard.
So this patch sounds very exciting, so let's go through the random questions and answers list. Quality of life things will come, a lot of them over time, and some are coming in this patch. Pinpoint marketing on Steam is currently going on. The mastery system is stuff Henrik wrote 19 years ago, but they couldn't implement that to Mortal Online 1 because of technical reason. Henrik also said that the mastery system will not be overpowered, don't worry. You gain experience in the mastery system when you gain glory, so making tasks or killing just, for example, bandits, risers, whatever. Each clade has its own main stat. For example, the Thursars have the +4 strength, the Ogmirs the +4 con, the humans the +4 int, and the Alvains the +4 dex, it seems. Speed is not king, Henrik said, because they calculated that in with the more walkings. More primary action skills will come to the game over time. You need clade level 20 to unlock the mastery system. Trinkets are currently more powerful than the mastery system tree, Henrik said, so don't worry. Dyeing your items will also come to the game. It will be on the next roadmap, Henrik said, also maybe with the guild emblems and the guild colors and stuff. Breeding system will also come in the future. It depends if the people vote for that. Sitting on chairs and banks will also come when they have the time for this. Thievery system is long awaited and will maybe on the next roadmap. It depends if the people want that. Henrik also asked in the Twitch stream about the Twitch drops, that if they should make more Twitch drops, for example, a cape and stuff like that. And I've discussed that on this channel as well, as we have seen in the votes maybe. Here, look at the screenshot, where I've asked if people want in-game stuff or stuff that is actually usable in the game in the Twitch drops or not. And I can only recommend to you, Henrik, please listen to your community. But of course, there are only 250 votes there, so it's not representable with everything. They need to make in-game votes, I guess, that they can have the real answers of people who are actually having a subscription. Then it would have more impact, I guess. But as you can see, Henrik, they're 84%. They're saying please only cosmetic stuff, no in-game benefit items on Twitch. Also, Haven will be free to play someday. The engine update were pretty hard, and this will be in the patch after the next patch. And that capes will maybe account-wide, not only character-bound, because if you delete your character, then your capes are gone. So they may be thinking about making that account-wide. So yeah, I tried to make it as condensed as possible. So please leave a like and subscribe, would be really awesome. And share this video everywhere, would be really awesome, because everyone helps. I love you guys. So special thanks to all the supporters, of course. Carmel, Professor O, Paladin Life, Lukario, Rhonus, Paarthurnax, Cologne, Bulldog, Giovanni, Vargas, RealMadWurst, Cyriss, Mip, Greta, you, and all the others, of course. Oh man. But I really love the veteran system now. I mean, the mastery system, it's called now. So, yeah. I forgot my text. Yeah, don't forget to make party hard. See you all next time. Goodbye.